We humans can be a reckless bunch. To alleviate the painful passing of time, we have come up with some crazy activities for our own amusement. Hello, and welcome to For the Sake of Curiosity. My name is Tommy, and in this video we're going to discuss our top 5 crazy things that people do. As with any video like this, the list is subjective. Make sure to comment down below which one is your favorite, or let us know of anything we should have added instead. Now, let's get started. Skydiving is a method of transiting from a high point in the atmosphere to the surface of Earth with the aid of gravity, involving the control of speed during the descent using a parachute or parachutes. It may involve a phase of more or less free falling, which is a period when the parachute has not yet been deployed and the body gradually accelerates to terminal velocity. The first parachute jump in history was made by André Jacques Garnerin on October 22, 1797. He tested his parachute by leaping from a hydrogen balloon 980 meters above Paris. His parachute bore little resemblance to today's parachute, as it was not packed into any sort of container, nor did it feature a ripcord. The first intentional freefall jump with the ripcord operated development was not made until over a century later by Leslie Irvin in 1919. Bungee jumping is an activity that involves a person jumping from a great height while connected to a large elastic cord. The launching pad is usually erected on a tall structure such as a building or crane, a bridge across a deep ravine, or on a natural geographic feature such as a cliff. It is also possible to jump from a type of aircraft that has the ability to hover above the ground, such as a hot air balloon or a helicopter. The thrill comes from the free falling and the rebound. When the person jumps, the cord stretches and the jumper flies upwards again as the cord recoils and continues to oscillate up and down until all the kinetic energy is dissipated. The first modern bungee jumps were made on April 1st in 1979 from the 76-meter Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol, England by David Kirk and Simon Keeling, members of the Oxford University Dangerous Sports Club, and Jeff Tabin, a professional climber who tied the ropes for the jump. The students had come up with the idea after discussing the land diving of Pentecost Island in Vanuatu, an ancient ritual in which young men jumped from tall wooden platforms with vines tied to their ankles as a test of their courage and passage into manhood. Mixed martial arts, sometimes referred to as cage fighting, is a full-contact combat sport based on striking, grappling, and ground fighting, incorporating techniques from various combat sports and martial arts from around the world. The first documented use of the term mixed martial arts was in a review of UFC 1 by television critic Howard Rosenberg in 1993. In 1980, CV Productions Incorporated created the first regulated MMA league in the United States called Tough Guy Contest, which was later renamed Battle of the Super Fighters. In 1993, the Gracie family brought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, developed in Brazil from the 1920s, to the United States by founding the Ultimate Fighting Championship MMA promotion company in 1993. Originally promoted as a competition to find the most effective martial arts for real unarmed combat, competitors from different fighting styles were pitted against one another in contests with relatively few rules. Later, individual fighters incorporated multiple martial arts into their style. MMA promoters were pressured to adopt additional rules to increase competitor safety, to comply with sports regulations, and to broaden mainstream acceptance of the sport. Following these changes, the sport has seen increased popularity with pay-per-view businesses that rival boxing and professional wrestling. Action sports are activities perceived as involving a high degree of risk. These activities often involve speed, height, a high level of physical exertion, and highly specialized gear. The definition of extreme sports is not exact, and the origin of the term is unclear, but it gained popularity in the 1990s when it was picked up by marketing companies to promote the X Games, and when the Extreme Sports Channel and the Extreme Sports Company launched. More recently, the commonly used definition is a competitive activity within which the participant is subjected to natural or unusual physical and mental challenges such as speed, height, depth, or natural forces, and where fast and accurate cognitive perceptual processing may be required for successful outcome. Survivalism is a social movement of individuals or groups called survivalists or preppers, who proactively prepare for emergencies, including natural disasters, as well as disruptions to social, political, or economic order. Preparations may anticipate short-term scenarios or long-term on scales ranging from personal adversity to local disruption of services to international or global catastrophe. Survivalism may be limited to preparing for a personal emergency such as a job loss or being stranded in the wild or under adverse weather conditions. The emphasis is on self-reliance, stockpiling supplies, and gaining survival knowledge and skills. Survivalists often acquire emergency medical and self-defense training, stockpile food and water, prepare to become self-sufficient, and build structures such as survival retreats or underground shelters that may help them survive a catastrophe. And that was our list of the top 5 crazy things that people do. Make sure to go ahead and give the thumbs up button and the subscribe button some love today. It'll help the channel grow and help us be blessed by that almighty algorithm. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.